drugs in or doing it in tunnels and on the water.
Right. Amen.
But when your mind ain't thinking, they can always sell you a bill of goods. And you become gullible to whatever they want to talk about. He said saints ought to have a tough mind. Your mind ought to be better than that. Your mind ought to be better than letting folk just put thoughts in your mind that holds no water. You around there talking about this is not going to help us. These people are not helping us. You understand who we are? I was listening to a comedian last night. He was talking about we want to keep the Mexicans out of this country. So they're trying to build a wall in the border between California and Mexico. But then you got a city named Los Angeles, San Francisco. Where do you think those names come from? Los Angeles ain't no American name. San Francisco not an American name. That they are as much a part of this country as anybody else who's here. But we like to wipe out what we want to wipe out and remember what we want to remember and say what we want to say. And he's saying, no, you got to have a tougher mind than that. Saints ought to be thinking. Don't let folk just say anything to you and you gullible. You just eat it all up. I got to change the world. I got to know how to love. Wow. Roger, how you gonna love everybody? You got some folk told me they don't like me. How I'm gonna love folk that hate me? How I'm gonna love folk that really I got more tendency to want to hate them than I do to want to love them? Huh? He said, no, you can't do it on your own. That's a natural response. He said, no, you can't just love everybody on your own. You can't just love folk who are despitefully using you. You can't just love folk who you know digging pits for you. You can't just love folk who you know trying to pull you down. That doesn't come naturally. He said, in order for that to happen, you got to have a supernatural intervention. You need a power greater than your own power. You need a power that can only come from the Holy Ghost. I got to have the Spirit to empower me. And when the Spirit empowers you and enables you to grow, you understand something about that. Oh, What the world needs now is love. He empowers me to love. We love because God is love. We love because we need love. You know what? I had to grow to that. What God did for me is that part of the prayer that says, forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And I started trying to disqualify some. How the devil you gonna get this racist evangelical preacher make it into heaven? And he's so great he don't like black folks. Might be a Ku Klux Klan. And Jesus said, okay, you make the rules that disqualify him. But God told me, Roger, but now you be careful. Because the rule that disqualifies him might just disqualify you. Oh, that made me different now. I understand. Before I start trying to measure somebody else's qualifications, I better look at my own qualifications. Before I try to make somebody else dirty, I got to make sure I'm not all that dirty. Just like I want God to forgive my sins, he says, you got to be able